We could look at how toxic masculinity is portrayed in the media, which essentially shames men for being men. We could look at schools that force young boys to act more like girls, such as being docile, submissive, and paying attention, which could explain why so many young boys are diagnosed with ADHD. Another reason could be that we teach young boys to flee from bullies rather than fight back. Without a doubt, walking away to seek help from another person makes a man or boy feel weak. It's a huge bullet to a man's pride. Teach him how to defend himself if you want to instill pride in him. If you want to find a strong man, look for one who has goals, a strong moral compass, knows who he is, doesn't back down from bullies, and shows signs of being a good father. A weak man in today's society. A person who is unable to defend himself. A person who is unable to accept reality. A man who fears injuring himself or others. A man who only cares about whining. A man who will not let go. The brain and thought process of modern man must be rewired. Society and the instant gratification culture have conditioned us to be careless and laid back. Not only physically, but also emotionally and mentally, men today are weaker than they have ever been. There is a lack of self-assurance among young men. There is no sense of self-worth. It isn't entirely our fault. Our minds have been infected with a slew of misconceptions. As men, we must rise to the challenge and assert our rightful place in society. We need to stop allowing social media to feed our brains garbage. Men who are total jerks should be more sensitive. Please don't get me wrong. I don't mean to suggest that we should hide or be more reserved with our feelings. No, not at all. Men, on the other hand, should emulate the feminine traits of the culture and simply be simps. As a man, you must understand that men were created to lead. That's the way it should be. You should be unpredictable as a man and learn to defend yourself. Unfortunately, among today's young men, this is extremely rare. Get up, fellow kings, and get to work. As a result of their material comforts, men become weak. That's all there is to it. It's okay to be emotional, whereas in the past, men were told to suffocate their emotions and were forced to learn to be at ease in their roles. Fathers had a responsibility to teach their sons that adversity was inevitable. They've been spoiled. Worse, some lack fathers or have parents who have been subjected to the same traumatic conditioning as them. They aren't taught that manliness and freedom aren't built on selfishness. Self-discipline is a quality that all men should possess. No such thing as a loose tongue exists. Men who were feminine were desired by women. When women realize they can't have a strong man who is also her counselor, shopping buddy, girlfriend, and so on, they can start to have realistic expectations and let men be men again. Congratulations, ladies. You have hairless, feminine men who are emotionally weak and lack the courage to stand up to your ridiculously high expectations. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future videos.